Good evening, friends. Friends, United States of America and Taiwan, they are coming closer to each other. They are inching closer, and the reason behind that is obvious reason of China and whatever China is doing with most of the democratic countries of the world. So till now, the situation was that is- from the time of Richard Nixon and Henry Kissinger, the United States started cozying up with the communist China, and once untouchable, they brought China into the global mainstream. And in 1979, it was Jimmy Carter's government which broke the US diplomatic ties with Taiwan, and they imposed restrictions on themselves just to appease China. That's by which the officials can't have direct contact and interaction with the officials of Taiwan. And you can see that both Republican Party as well as Democrats are having their hands dirty when it comes to China. And why I'm saying so? Because both Nixon, Kissinger were Republicans and right-wing leaders of US, whereas Jimmy Carter, who eventually signed that thing, due to which the diplomatic ties with Taiwan between Taiwan and the United States ended, was a liberal Democrat. So both are to be blamed. You can't blame one side for this. But right now things are changing, and so much so that Secretary of State of USA, Mr. Mike Pompeo, he said that he was lifting restrictions on contact between US officials and Taiwanese counterpart. And this move is definitely angering China. And so much so that China has said that if United States is sending its envoy to Taiwan, China will impose sanctions. Now what sanctions they will impose, I am waiting to see. And why I am waiting to see, I'll tell you in a bit. And on the website of US State Department, what they have published these words: Taiwan is a vibrant democracy and reliable partner of the United States. And yet for several decades the State Department has created complex internal restrictions to regulate our diplomats, service members and other officials interacting with their Taiwanese counterparts. The United States government took these actions unilaterally in an attempt to appease the communist regime in Beijing. Look at the words, mark these words. In order to appease the communist regime in Beijing, no more. So these words are very important, because when it comes to diplomacy, and they are using the word communist regime, it reminds us about the terminologies used during the Cold War era. And in one of the paragraphs, they have used a very beautiful diplomatic language wherein they wrote, the US government maintains relationship with unofficial partners around the world, and Taiwan is no exception. Our two democracies share common values of individual freedom, the rule of law, and the respect for human dignity. Friends, this is diplomacy, wherein they have actually hit China where it hurts the most, but they have not broken the relations with China. And this is a message for my Indian friends who always say why India is not maintaining full-on diplomatic ties with Taiwan when China is showing aggression. See, India is also doing a lot of things, but in diplomacy we need to maintain a lot of things. We have to hurt our opponent, plus we have to move diplomatically as well. Now when China has said in reaction that if America is going to send its envoy to Taiwan, then China will impose sanctions on USA. Now, why I'm saying that it's interesting to watch, because US ambassador to United Nations, Miss Kelly Graf, she is about to visit Taiwan within few days, and whether China will impose sanctions upon US or not, it will be interesting to watch, because if it doesn't, then it will be a big blow on China, because they have quoted this thing, and if they put some sanctions, then there will be a counter sanction from United States, so it will hurt Chinese economy even more. So it will be interesting to watch all these things. Now let me come to our country, what we are doing vis-a-vis Taiwan. See, we do not recognize Taiwan, but that doesn't mean that we don't have a relationship with Taiwan. There are 47 states, including the European Union, and among these 47 states, India is also the state which have unofficial government relations with Taiwan, and we also do business. There are many Taiwanese companies working in India, and vice versa. So, and in May 2020, we have sent a very sharp signal to the Chinese administration, to the Communist Party, when in the oath ceremony of the President of Taiwan, two of our member parliaments from the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party went to attend the ceremony virtually. Now, see, any parliamentarian is a private member. If you talk legally and constitutionally, then government belongs to the ministers. The ministers from the government, and let it be any member of parliament from the ruling party or from an opposition party, they are all considered as private members. So in diplomatic language, we have two of our private members, that is two of our Indian parliamentarians, one of them a good friend of mine, Miss Meenakshi Lekhi, they have attended. But you try to understand that thing. They are the member parliaments from the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party. Can they go without the permission of party? The answer is obvious. Then we have also sent in July 2020, the Indian government appointed a top career diplomat, Joint Secretary Mr. Das, and he was formerly the head of US division in India's Ministry of External Affairs, and he is being appointed as our diplomat in Taiwan. And since we don't recognize Taiwan as a sovereign nation, so we don't have our embassy. He must be working there in another building for cultural affairs and economic affairs and stuff like that. So we have sent very sharp message to Beijing that we are having ties with Taiwan. Our member parliaments from the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party has also attended the oath ceremony of Taiwanese president. But now, since United States has eased the restrictions, self-imposed restrictions to maintain relationship with Taiwan, it will be interesting to see what happens next, and especially when Miss Kelly Graf will visit Taiwan. Will China be able to impose sanctions upon United States, or just they are giving bluff? Thank you.